Greetings viewers, this is Monto Maverick coming at you with another review video. Today we'll be reviewing all the individual pieces before the final assembly of the figurized Standard Amplified Wargreymon. Now, let's get to the review. Let's start the review with the base of the kit, the legs. I'll begin by stating that I gotta give credit to Bandai. They really made not just the legs, but basically the entire kit a lot better than how Wargreymon is portrayed in Digimon Adventures series. They've definitely amplified the character as a whole by adding extra few features to the kit, along with making certain parts of the character stand out more. In this case, the legs, the shin guards are definitely much more, I would say, edgy, much more stylish, whereas in the show it was very, I don't want to say plain, but more so of just a standard shin guard or leg guard. Another addition are the thigh guards that come with the kit, which was never even shown in the series. But again, it's back to the whole amplified edition that Bandai came up with the Digimon model kit series lines, that they really amplified the character as a whole by making these kits, and that definitely does stand out. And one thing that really does stand out for me personally is the color palette. The orange do match well with how Wargreymon was in the show, but that contrasts with the, I want to say, gunmetal color for the thigh guards, along with the silver and red color for the shin leg guards. And even for the toenails in this case, it's not really white. And let me actually get a closer view. As you can tell, they're very like a very light silver or very light gray color, which for me stands a lot more than if they would just pick white for the toes. And since I have it right in here, let me show you some of the articulation for the legs. Now I can't show too much of the thigh joints here, because as soon as it's attached to the waist I can show more of that. But for the knee joint, actually a nice little 90 degree bend there. Actually maybe even a little bit more. But yeah, very simple there. And as for the feet, just slightly it bends backwards, a little bit of a ball joint, but because of the in this case the shin or even part of foot guard is in the way, so it can't really move so much. Not a 360 degree rotation like it was for Metal Garurumon in my earlier video, but it does. But the foot itself, the angle joints can go up and down like so, and a little bit of a swivel. As you can tell, this part of the shin guard does move up and down ever so slightly just to get more ankle range. And that's it for the legs. Next up is the waist piece, and not much to say about this aside from it definitely does stand out than how it was portrayed in the show. And I definitely will make a lot more comparisons as this video continues. But at the same time though, the one thing I do like about this kit is that the waist guards here, or waist skirts, are definitely a little bit different, whereas in the show it's just a little bit plain in my personal opinion. But definitely nice. There's some maybe line work I can do around here. I will say that something like this would be a little bit more challenging, especially if you are new into this hobby. That's much I can say. And there's a little point for an action base. Sorry that those words were escaping me for some reason. But yes, as you get the proper connection piece, you can actually get the action base place, and that's where it's going to go. Aside from that, the colors did match pretty well. Very light color for the armor. I will say more about that as this video continues, but yeah, very light, a nice contrast with the dark gunmetal color along with the light color for the waistcoats. In the silver piece, I do like how it was to match up with the shin guards for the legs. Match up pretty well. And even that little slight color of the red does bring this kit out. And just for some articulation, just slightly, the ball joint for the leg pivots here, and same thing for the other side. And that's it for the waist. Next up are the arms, and just to reinsert the amplified part of this kit, it definitely does is do justice for the arms. As you can tell here, this long piece for the shoulder piece, shoulder armor piece, definitely is a lot longer, a lot bigger than the pieces shown in the Digimon Adventure series. So that's the biggest difference for the arms themselves, along with this wrist guard, which would be used to attach the Doraemon killers. So it's set in a box for the claw weapons. But yeah, that's it. That's all it really is for the amplified parts of the arms. And that's for articulation. That's a little elbow joint, not much of a 9 degrees. Actually, no, I would say it's more 120, I would say, not the full 180, but that's kind of right. There's no need for that, but maybe even the 120, 135. The one thing I am going to argue about this is there's one sticker in this kit that I wasn't a fan using, is this white one here. As you can tell, this is for the thumb, and I just feel like the stickers they used for the thumbnail weren't the greatest personally. But everything else, sticker wise, for the arms, another piece would just be this red here. Obviously, it worked well. That's the one thing I will add, is that the stickers for this kit altogether, I'll say for here, is it works well besides that one part. Other than that, I would say just this thumb piece I didn't like. It's optional if I can just take that off and paint it, but you gotta take care of it delicately with a small enough brush, which unfortunately I do not have. So that would need to be placed on hold for the time being. Another piece would just be for articulation is this shoulder piece. It goes like that. And of course, there'd be more movement when I show all this together. And for the wrist, just a 360 movement, and that's about it for articulation, and that's about it for the arms. Next up is actually a little bit of a dual piece, the chest or torso along with the head. Now, unfortunately, for this kit, I cannot separate the head. The head actually needs to be inside the torso in order for the torso to be complete. So here it is attached. But even though I just like the way how the sculpt for the head, to me, it just really does stick out well for this kit. I always liked the Wargreymon's helmet piece, so just because it just is that Knight-esque, I would say, a style for the character. It's just that with the power courage, it brings forward his courageous acts with that helmet of his. I just really thought it stood out well, especially for this kit. And I'm not just saying that just because of the amplified part of it, but I just really like the fact that the pieces together sculpt well for the headpiece here. Along with the chest too, the silver color really does stand out here the most. But then again, because it's the most silver of any part of the kit, the chest and the head, but still, it's just that contrast with the silver armor pieces along with that gunmetal underneath the head where the mouth and the neck are. And even the lighter yellow color, I would say, kind of match well, as it has that good contrast. So I really like the choices for the colors in this kit. And naturally, the red pieces for the center pieces for the chest, the mane, and this is kind of new for the kit as well, just these red pieces here around the neck. I don't think that was in the show. Yeah, and there's very little bit of movement here just because it's just a torso and head. But for articulation, just the head banger movement currently. On neck, on another neck piece where the head is attached, it does go up and down, slide left and right, and not much of a waist movement here. And unfortunately, that's about it until we put this all together. But that's it for the chest, torso, and head. Next is the Chrome DG Zort shell that's attached to the back of Wargreymon, and that's actually a line from the box itself. To me, I would just say these were just, I don't say wings, but like wing armor pieces, or at the very least a shield, because this can actually be used as a shield. But this is definitely one of my favorite parts of the kit. It's just the fact that, as you can see here, this is the crest of courage that was shown in Digimon Adventures Season 1 and even Season 2 as well. But I do like the fact that this was not just incorporated in the character in the show, but also on this kit. So I really like the fact that they incorporate that. And in this case, they use stickers to these white stickers here to really make this crest stand out. So I really do like that addition to the kit. But there was actually not much to say about these pieces. As you can see here, these are just effect parts for the wings, for the shell, I guess I should say. Because once you open them up, like so, you have this nice little effect design for a kit. And of course, the translucent, I would say, violet color pieces really do make this kit stand out. I didn't think I would like it just because of the way how the colors are, but after seeing it in person, yes, it does work well with the yellow armor pieces, the color for the kit. It really does match well, surprisingly. So I would say very good job on the color comparison for the shell here. And that's about it for this piece of the kit. And last but not least, the Greymon killers, also as noted in the box. I actually thought these were called armor crushers or claw crushers, but no, Greymon killers. That's the exact title for these weapons, and honestly, not too bad. It does work well. The light yellow or yellowish color for the armor, I was hoping it would just be a little bit darker altogether from every little piece of this kit. Kind of is just a tad darker, that we can match better with the show colors. But hey, it's quite alright. But I do like how for here the color contrast for the I guess I want to say claws itself, the gunmetal here and the slide silver on top, it really does work well. Naturally, of course, the idea, as it was in the show, these would be like the nails, because in the show when Agumon warped Digivolved to Wargreymon, these were basically Agumon arms in a way. His hands along with his silver or white nails. But the fact that they kind of use this as an armor piece to showcase that, I do like that little comparison there from the rookie level Agumon to the mega level Wargreymon. But yeah, this, and also in terms of articulation, not really much, just up and down, because these are just attachment pieces for the arms, really. And I will show that in the final assembly video. But other than that, yeah, that's about it for the Greymon killers. And that's the review of all the individual pieces. I am looking forward to finally assembling this all together. I do apologize for the long wait for this video and the last video I posted. But I will say that I do take my time with putting these kits together. And I will actually put out at the end of this video a link to the reason why I do take my time. I do smooth out the nub marks whenever these are cut out of plastic runners. I do smooth them out. So I do take my time, like I said a few times already. But if you haven't done so, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, share this video to anyone you believe that will like kits, or maybe this is a hobby of theirs and they want to take some pointers, or just be interested to find out if this is a kit worth getting. Not only that, but I also have links to the bottom of all their social media platforms. I have a Reddit account and an Instagram. So please hit that link and follow. Thank you for supporting. And again, I will show a link to the how I build kits all together. I'll have that link along with a link to beginning of this kit review. Okay. So again, thank you for watching and keep on building.